Neil, I have to say that I've been impressed with young Cap because he dropped a suggestion before we went to air on uh, Straight Facts, Bro, Relax. And now I'm starting to wonder if I used this in the past. I don't know if I have. He suggested Anthony Edwards would not win an MVP with the Timberwolves.
Hmm.
Uh, what do you think, Neil? I'm putting you on the spot, of course, but you think Anthony Edwards will do that in Minnesota?
It depends how long he stays because I do think that Edwards will win an MVP in his career. He might be one of the one-time MVP winners, but I do think he's going to win one. There's going to be one year where he looks like Jordan. The team's in first place, but to be honest, it's going to be tough because Wemby's in there now and Shea's still in there. He's going to be in there for a while, so maybe it is his best shot to go somewhere where, like to the East, and maybe have that MVP year there. But so maybe it won't be on Mini.
Hmm.
But I do think he will win one in his career. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Like you said, if he does win that MVP award in Minnesota. But Neil, of course, we were touching on the Los Angeles Lakers, and what is going to happen with LeBron. They seem to be a number of pieces away, despite obviously having a guy like Luka Doncic, and they are the fourth seed this season. How much more of a drop will the Lakers have? Neil, the LA Lakers will miss the playoffs next season. Straight facts or bro relax?
That's a bro relax for me because JJ Redick has seriously improved as a head coach through the course of this year.
Mm.
He's been a hothead that sometimes doesn't know what to do early on, but he became very poised and his potential was showing a lot more near the end and into this playoff series. And I think that when they have positive momentum, all their guys are really playing better than they have at various points throughout the year. There's not a single player on LA. Like, I mean, look at Luke Kennard. The guy just turned into prime Reggie Miller for a night there. He
But
was a
is
star of
that
that game. He was
is
the
that
first star if you were doing hockey in that game in a playoff win for a team that was an underdog. They were the point spread underdog against Houston that game, and Kennard came up. Like Reeves is a great offensive player. He's again limited defensively. Luca is too. So I think, in my opinion, they have to make a move for like. I would love to see a guy like if somehow they could keep the same team, but they could get Bam Adebayo somehow out of it. I don't know how that would work out. I really don't. Maybe they'd have to trade Reeves or something like that. I don't know, but
a
I do
four?
think that they'll be in the playoffs next year as long as health permitting and assuming LeBron's on the team as well.
So you're expecting a 42-year-old LeBron James to carry that team still?
A 41-year-old LeBron James just dropped a triple double or near triple double with 30 points in a playoff win. So I mean, I don't know how you could say that a 42-year-old won't be able to drop somewhere near that.
I hear what you're saying, but and obviously LeBron James is Superman, but I don't know.
And Tom Brady won a Super Bowl at 42. LeBron's probably looking at him.
No, yeah, maybe I got to start eating some avocado ice cream. Maybe LeBron's doing the same thing.
12 method, man. They need it.
Cap. Kudos to you for the great question on Anthony Edwards, but in hockey, the big talk with the first round of the playoffs is that the NHL is going through the bracket format, just like the NBA.
Mhm.
And if let's say Orlando makes it out of the Knicks series, that means Cleveland or the Raptors would play each other. Ergo, you have what is it? You have Detroit. Oh, I'm missing myself here. But I mean, the point I'm trying to make is that uh, there's so much more of an easier avenue if, say, Orlando makes it out for Cleveland and Toronto, You have the other series where you have uh, either Boston or Philly against New York or Atlanta. It
Mhm.
Yeah.
just seems that there is so much more of a tilt towards bracket format in the playoffs. You have to wonder if they are going to think otherwise for and redo the playoff format for next season. Cap, the NBA will implement reseeding throughout the playoffs, opposed to what it's like now with the bracket scenario. Straight facts, bro. Relax.
I think it's a bro relax because I don't know if the NBA would go that far as to flipping the entire script of the way that they have the seating, because then like I feel like if you do all that, then you probably need to go back to the divisions where you have the winner of the divisions getting a top three seed and kind of effectively switching up the way the teams would then be seeded. Because like in the Atlantic Division specifically, you usually have the top teams in Boston and New York being like a 2 or 3 or 1 and 3 seed, and then in this situation, automatically Cleveland and New York would take a dive because Detroit won their division. They will automatically be number one. Boston would be number two. And then Atlanta would then go to number three because they won their division, putting New York at 4 and then Cleveland at 5, having those guys play each other in the first round versus what they're currently doing.
Yeah. Because well, no, and that's very valid. It just if they have a 1 through 8 process,
Mm-hmm.
it just seems like that they're missing something by not reseeding in the
Yeah.
second round, and then see what happens.
Well, what do you
You
think
know,
about this idea? What do you think about this idea that the higher seed gets to choose who they would play in terms of the bracket versus the lowest seed? And
I
you
absolutely love that. They do that in the
They
women's hockey
choose.
league.
They choose. So then, if they whoever they choose, it immediately evokes a heated response from the team that they chose. Like, oh, you want to play us? You chose us over over them. Yo, let's go. And that would force that would force the top seed to make a choice. Therefore, giving some fire to the seed they pick, and it would I think just make for an extra element of ball.
Oh my goodness, that would be bananas if the NBA has this because they do that in the PWHL, the Women's Hockey League, and but I mean, there's what 6 teams, so it's not. But I mean, if the NBA or hockey did that, hell,
It
even
would be
baseball, that would
it'd
Okay, so
be
be
great.
let's do it for the East right now. So, well, let's say Detroit loses the series. Boston is going to win their series most likely. But Boston would choose their opponent between Orlando and New York, and who would be the third team that I'm missing here? Oh, the Raps or Cavs. So one of
yeah,
us, right?
yeah.
Who would they choose? I mean, they may
Oh,
not want to even go against Orlando after what they did to Cleveland. They know it'd be a physical series. They know that they'd get banged up. There could be injury risk associated directly with playing Orlando over, let's say, Cleveland or New York. So it'd be an interesting how the teams weighed these decisions and the what ifs about if they had went the other way. And there's so many elements to it. I think it'd be a cool experiment if they ever look to shake things up. Let them choose.
oh, if that happens, that would just boost ratings so much more. That would be insane.